Okay, well, we are live. Here we are. Hi to all the replay viewers. Welcome to our live that we go on every night around this time, 10:30, 11 p.m. And it's Kava-sation time. What do we mean by that? We mean that we're going to drink some kava and have a conversation.
Yes.
Thus, Kava-sation. Shout out to Elvita for that catchy phrase. So stick around. We will be hearing about a story. You always share a story.
Yes, I always start with a story.
And then we prepare our kava shots. We're showing you how we make it. It's not the traditional way of drinking kava. And then we're going to share about our topic, which is being a good friend. That's the topic today.
Yes,
so it's episode 5 of this live. So yeah, glad to have you with us.
All right. What up? Team Pineapple. Yeah. Korean Hearts.
Korean heart.
Good vibes. Peace. All right, starting with a good vibe story. And then I'm going to get into our kava.
Yes. All right, what's a good vibe story that you got for us today?
So it's a story I found that is about happiness. It's a story on happiness. It'll maybe be about 2 minutes. Here it goes. There was a boy whose family was very wealthy. One day, his father took him on a trip to the country where he aimed to show his son how poor people live. So they arrived to a farm of a very poor family, as he considered. They spent there several days. On their return trip, the father asked his son, did he like the trip? The son goes, oh, it was great, Dad. The boy replied. Did you notice how poor people live? Said the father. Yes, I did, said the boy. The father asked his son to tell in more details about his impressions from their trip. Well, we only have one dog, and they have 4 of them. In our garden, there's a pool, while they have a river that has no end. We've got expensive lanterns, but they have stars above their heads at night. We have the patio, and they have the whole horizon. We have only a small piece of land, while they have endless fields. We buy food, but they grow it. We have high fences for protection of our property, and they don't need it, as their friends protect them. The father was stunned. He couldn't say a word. Then the boy added, thank you, Dad, for letting me see how poor we are. This story shows that the true wealth as well as happiness is not measured by material things, but by love, friendship, and freedom that are more and far valuable.
Love it.
It's a good story.
So
it's a good
good.
Story. It's a
perspective.
Good story.
That's what I'm getting. Perspective
yes,
can literally adjust how you feel about something.
Yes.
And be just so enlightened.
Yeah. So what would you say that's your takeaway from the story?
Yeah, like they always say, so cliche, perspective is everything.
Absolutely.
But it makes you think, how can I adjust my perspective about my situation, about where I live, about where I am right now?
Yeah. What you have.
And give yourself reasons why you're so grateful for something, that can start you heading up the direction, Like what's coming up for me is like, people who have a hard time seeing the gratitude in their life because, things just feel so dark, heavy, and gloomy. Starting from the basic things, like for an example, what are you sitting on right now? Right? Grateful for this chair. It allows me to sit very comfortably so I can, have this conversation with everyone, and it's allowing me it's supporting my back, right? So I just wanted to mention that, because I know sometimes people hear gratitude, and that's also great, but how do I even start to adjust that? For me, I started to find reasons to be grateful for, like, first, the very obvious things, like roof over my head, or like food, or like the bed that I'm laying on, or right?
But it's tough. See, it's tough to think about it.
Yes.
When you say the words and you don't feel
it. Yeah.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
So may I share the pineapple way
Of course, go ahead. I'm
can,
just sharing something
where
that
a
worked for me.
person has a chance to actually feel it every single day. So I like to suggest it's perhaps that we don't have space within us.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We have our hand. I like to say, this is today. This hand is today. Okay? It is very, very difficult to get past right here because there's no space, right?
To see anything else.
Our perspective is right here, and it's on our lives. So unless we have space, we are unable to see.
Yes, exactly, Alvita.
Right?
He did the emoji. Yes, exactly. Can't see.
So how can we create some space? I like to suggest it's through exercise. And it doesn't have to be very strenuous, go balls to the wall, go 10 out of 10, go hella hard extreme effort. Just doing a little bit so you can feel your body. And what I mean by that is when you do a little bit of exercise, your body recognizes that it's putting in effort. And when you feel a little pain, and it's the pain that you chose to instill upon your body, that when you feel that sort of pain, when you stop, your body is like, like in a way, it like thanks you because you're using and moving it the way it's supposed to be, right? We're meant to move every single day. It may not be to exercise and move 100 miles per hour, but we're made to move consistently in a flow that is conducive to our own self. So when we're able to do that, this is able to create some space. And then to top it off, when you're able to do and create that space, your body starts to crave some food. See, and if you wait a little bit, people eat right away, but if you wait, maybe 30 minutes or an hour, and just give yourself water. When you finally do eat, your body and mind is like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And then it's like your mind and your body is just very, very thankful that it got something. It wasn't thinking to itself where the mind says, you know what? I need to have these greens on this side of the plate. I need to have dessert over here. I need to have this type of wine, not white, but red, and this kind of varietal. And then this big old entree, this big piece of meat or chicken or fish or whatever it may be. You see, this thing complicates so much. When it's really, really simple that if we exert a little bit of, pain. A lot of people don't like to hear the word pain. Or push yourself a little bit. The body has a way of reminding the mind, thank you. Thank you for moving me. Thank you for giving me some nourishment. And that's what I believe why people fast. So they can feel the pain that comes with fasting. And when they finally have something, they're like, their mind and body is like, oh, I'm so grateful.
Yeah. Yeah. It creates the gratitude to be amplified.
Exactly.
When you go, when you're having some pain beforehand.
Exactly.
And then you finally get what you need.
Exactly. You don't need to do 3 days. I've heard people doing 7 days and I'm like, man, you can get there really quickly if you do some exercise. Some very easy exercise.
Yeah, movement of body.
It may not be 500 push-ups, right, Alvita? But I believe and you can feel what I'm talking about. So with that said, that is the story of the day.
Thank you for sharing that awesome story
Okay.
of perspective.
It's time for some kava.
Alvita says 1,000, sir. LOL.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that because I purposely lowballed it so I can get a response.
And thank you for these hype vibes, highlighting your comment there. That's so cool. We can highlight comments here. Yes. All right, we're doing some kava. Thank you.
There goes one.
Whoa. Woo. Reusable filter bags.
Here goes another.
Awesome.
And
Alvita.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, Alvita, what is something about your day that stuck out to you? What's today?
It's today.
It's today. It is today. That is the 15th of October. And it is Friday. Wait, it's Friday. Anything particular about your Friday?
Clay Thompson. Oh,
and miss.
Bricked.
Yeah, do you have a win of the day? Did you have some sort of any moments that maybe were reflective or that stood out to you about your day, Alvita? We'll let you know. Some people, they make Friday really a thing,
I'll share something. Got a whisper. And did Alvita get a hold of you?
Oh, yes. Yeah, Alvita.
I seen the whisper. I was like, I wonder if I'm pretty sure she got back to him.
I got it. Yeah.
And then Lolo had whispered and mentioned they were heading to work and wanted to thank us for the good vibes. I was like, damn, okay. Hella appreciate it. Because that's all it is, man. We're just good vibes.
Yes.
Don't need to be anything else but just us.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't need to be anything else. All right, 1 ounce of hot water.
The hot water. Yeah, so let's hear from you, Alvita.
Starting tomorrow, I'm gonna experiment to make a kava brew.
All right, cold brew.
Yeah, kava cold brew.
Yes. Okay. So that's tomorrow, huh?
Yes.
Are you gonna make just like enough for just to see how it is, and then do a bigger batch?
Yep, gonna make enough tonight. I'm gonna probably make maybe a gallon tonight. That's what I'm thinking.
Whoa.
So 5-minute timer.
Yeah, and then okay. Because it's kind of cool. We have our first event that we're gonna be serving some kava shots too.
Yes. So
we're prepping for that.
You mentioned it earlier. So share what is the event?
Oh, so we're going to be at an event called Conscious Connect. It's hosted by my friend.
When is that?
It is on the 22nd.
Is that next week?
It's probably next week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so it's for people who are, particularly single in our local area, Sacramento, but particularly for individuals who are, single, connection available, and they've been on the journey. They've been doing their inner work. They've been doing some personal growth work, and they're open for love. So the event is designed to help people connect in a more intentional, deeper, conscious way.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And so they definitely created for introverts. Extroverts will do fine at the event. It's really, they definitely kept introverts in mind. So it's just a unique, awesome event. So we'll get to see who shows up, and they get to partake in free kava shots. So that's what we will be doing there. So yes, if anyone's watching this from Sacramento, if you're interested, whatever platform that you're seeing us talk on, message him. All right. And then we'll get you the link to attend.
There goes.
I don't know if they're going to do another one, but depending on how this one goes. So if you would like to support something like this to happen more than once, and you single and you're open for connecting with people, maybe you'll make a really, really awesome connection that can lead to further things, or you're just open to meet anyone, whether it's for an aligned friend or maybe a business partner, someone that you could collaborate with, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there is that availability as well. Just
Gotcha. So you mentioned
we do need more men to come through. Okay. So the men who've been doing the work and you're open, particularly this is mostly like straight people.
Yeah.
They do want to open the event to be for the queer peoples too. So yeah.
Well, this is the beta. This is test
This
run.
is test run. So really anyone who's connection available, who's been doing some work on the journey, come through. So yeah, there's the plug for that. If you're interested, let us know in the comments or DM or, direct message
The whisper.
this guy. And then we'll send you the link. But yeah, we'll be serving free kava shots to help people feel good about themselves.
Pineapple kava shots.
Pineapple kava shots as they enter into the event and partake in whatever activities. Yes.
So we had a quick question.
There's the promo.
I heard you mention doing the work.
Yes.
So when you mentioned doing the work, what is that? And
the inner work.
Good to hear, Alvita. You had a chill
Still
day.
nothing special I passed for today. Okay. What made it chill? What made it chill for
But yeah,
better than stress.
What does the doing the work look like?
It looks like, how would I say it? An individual who has been open to connecting with themselves on a deeper note. Yeah. And, and being open to resolving the issues that come through when they look inward. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm particularly talking about the active inner healing, active inner growth that they're doing on themselves emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes.
May I share what doing the work looks like?
Go ahead, dude. With the pineapple answer.
And what it could feel like.
Go ahead. Yes.
You ever have those times where you're just by yourself, right? And you're okay. You choose to be by yourself.
Yeah.
Right? There's a statement I like to say that I heard a while back. If you're alone, that's okay, as long as you're not lonely. Because you can be alone and not lonely.
Totally.
Right?
Yes.
So when you're in that space, when you're okay with just being alone.
Yes.
And your mind starts reflecting. And you process certain memories. Right? Your mind will pick a memory. Sometimes good, sometimes something that's needed, something that is traumatic, and it makes you, and it triggers some, there goes the
Go ahead and
timer.
trigger some pains.
It triggers emotions.
Absolutely.
And then you're able to hold it, right? You're able to imagine the entirety of it, and just being able to hold the emotion, to hold the feeling, being able to, if it's a traumatic memory, being able to let it go, and then being able to hold it there without allowing your mind or emotions to spike even more. Right? Without having your blood rise, without letting your fire rise, but being able to take it from this level and then being able to bring it to this area where you can just hold it. You don't need to be at ease, but you could just hold it and just be able to go through it in your mind, and not being okay with it, but just being able to replay it and being able to be a spectator, not actually in it, but actually observing what it is and what happened. That would be an example of doing some of the work.
Sounds like this is something that you're very familiar with.
No. I'm just guessing.
Just guessing it, taking it from your thoughts, and just winging the.
And then and then the feeling of it all. After you're able to go through that process, being able to at the end when you decide to let it go, to release it, you feel a little elated, right? You feel like you accomplished something, like a win.
Yeah.
Because you're able to not let it control you, not let it to anger you any more than it already has. You're able to actually not confront it, but see it. You know?
Wow.
And at the same time, being able to slowly start pulling away from it and just be like, wow, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what it is. You know, I don't believe I've ever said it out loud like that.
No. You really articulated the process.
But that's what the pineapple does.
There we go. Personal experience.
You know?
Yes.
And that's what I believe to be the work. And that's the feeling I get at the end is that, that's what that is, huh? Okay. So with that said, here goes.
Yes, we put it
Kava-sation.
on 3 minutes, huh? So you can do
no,
it.
we did it on 5.
Oh,
but you can do 3 to 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yeah.
3 to 5
like
minutes.
smushing it around. So anyone who's watching, we just made some kava. Click the link on our profile or click the link in the description. You'll see what kava is and a whole story about it. Oh, it looks like milky brown. Yeah.
So a cycling buddy of mine, he says, it looks like chocolate milk.
And he got 30 packs, right?
Yeah,
he ordered 30 packs
30
today of kava tea bags.
Yes.
So yay, the good vibes are being spreaded.
Yes.
The island vibes all the way from Tonga is being shared.
Exactly.
I'm so happy to hear that.
And I'm only going to take 1 serving today.
And what was it that sold him?
I gave him the sample pack.
Okay, and then?
And he had it the first night. And he said he didn't really feel
like a difference.
He didn't know what he was supposed to be feeling.
Oh, yeah.
But he did say when he woke up, he did feel a little rested.
Yeah.
So just after one time experiencing it.
Yes.
And that was Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Then he experienced it again yesterday night, Thursday night. And he texted me this morning. He goes, man, I didn't wake up once last night. And he goes, how can I get more? And I thought I didn't understand what he was saying. But I told him, it comes from the islands. And, I was telling him that my cousin sends it to me and that, people sell it for way too much on Amazon and Etsy and stuff like that. He goes, no, how can I get some more from you? And so I mentioned to him, 5 pack is $5. 10 pack is $8. And then a 30 pack is $20. And he goes, let me do the 30 pack because I want to drink it for a month to really see what everything has to
offer, right?
With it. So
love it.
Cheers to you. Cheers to you, Alvita.
We're halfway through 30.
Exactly. Cheers to you, Cuckoo Quinn.
Cheers.
To Lolo out there. To Dina. To Banga.
We're missing somebody. We're talking about the regulars.
Yes.
The regulars that have come through. Oh my gosh.
It's all good. If we forgot you, you're always with us in spirit.
Yeah. We gotta know the names. Give me your water.
Ooh.
I just need more like water. Because I did not drink enough water today. I tried my best. This is like water, right?
Yes, it is.
Right? This is water. What are you up to, Alvita, this evening? What are you doing to wind down before you call it a night?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is lovely.
Doing his IG stories.
Yes. All right, so getting into the topic.
Yes, let's go.
Being a good friend.
Here we go.
Being a good friend. And how did this topic come about?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was in Midtown, and we had just met up because we were.
We had just met. Yes, and now I'm here.
We were at Naked Coffee, Broadway, the coffee shop that I completely vibe with.
Yes, like everything's good.
The vibes, the coffee,
the quality of the coffee,
and the price.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, man.
It's quite amazing. I'll give you an example. I get the Breve macchiato, right? It's traditional. It comes in a fancy little cup like that big.
Right.
And
loves little cups.
Exactly. And this one is a little bigger.
Yeah.
But maybe. I mean, it's the same size. No, it's probably the same size. And so that costs $4 at Naked. At Pachamama, which is another great coffee place, that's great quality coffee. Because a majority of the coffee shops here in Sacramento, they are locally owned small business.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so, where was I? Oh, so the Breve macchiato at
Naked
Pachamama costs almost $6.70. Not $4 at Naked. $6.70. Do you want to know why? Because their macchiato costs $4.50 to $4.70, right? But if you order a Breve, half and half, they charge you $2 extra. $2 extra.
$1 for each half.
Right? But if you get the regular, right, which is just whole milk or whatever, you could choose. They'll just charge you the $4.70. Today, I got a double Breve macchiato, which means a quad shot of espresso and double the milk or double the half and half. At Pachamama, that would cost $10 to $11. You know how much it costs over there at Naked?
How much?
$4.
Wow.
$4
for a drink. You basically order 2 in 1, but they give it 2 for $4.
$4.
Wow.
$4.
Yeah, that's why. And it's not like it's shitty coffee. It's like really, I mean, the way that you describe it, it's quality and fresh. It's they roast it right there. They roast it
right in front of your face.
Yes, so it's great.
Right in front of your face. You know what it's like? It's like seeing the person that you would love to be with, right? The person you envision with, the person you'd like to have a little friction with. It's like seeing them tease and undress in front of you.
Oh,
that's what it's like. That's what it's like.
What? Okay. Okay.
So we were over there. So yeah, $2 extra. Can you believe that? So we were over there and we were filming the video for the Etsy. Oh, wait. He just ordered it.
Oh, chicken. Alvita, I was going to get some chicken, but I knew y'all would be on later, so I waited.
Gotcha.
And Alvita just ordered it.
Gotcha.
Well, that is just awesome.
Hell yes.
It's like we got like a community meetup every night.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
we do.
Appreciate you. Now you get to eat some chicken.
Exactly.
Enjoy your night.
Exactly.
So you're getting to the point of
where
the
you're
topic of being a good friend.
Exactly.
Okay.
And we left. And as I'm driving, I don't like taking the freeway, and I don't like getting back to the house as fast as possible.
Yes, you take the
Or
scenic
I
route.
believe people just want to get home.
Yes.
I like taking it slow.
Yes, you take the scenic
I
route.
love to cruise.
I'm like going on the
I
freeway.
like taking
like,
certain
taking
ways and taking different streets.
Yes.
So it doesn't feel monotonous.
Yes, and that's
Right?
just so great. Adventures for the day, every day.
Exactly.
You create your own adventure by literally going a different route.
Just
home.
because it's not exciting, this is just a pineapple saying. Just because it may not be exciting to others, right? Your life may not look great to others, but you know what? It's your life. And that's what's great.
Yes, how you experience it for yourself.
Quad shot for the quads, sis.
And then Elvira said, "Okay," and Quinn for the Quinn's voice, "Okay."
So, and then I started reflecting. We always think.
Yes. Be a good friend.
We always do reflecting, and I was just thinking of people, previously and people in the past, and then I thought of friendships, and I thought about high school, and then I thought about elementary, and I thought about college, and the people all in between from now. And I thought to myself, because we all have we may have people that we have group texts in. And sometimes you may see some of the other people go at each other.
Oh, man.
Right? People bicker, people poke fun. And it's great. It's fun. Right?
Entertaining.
Yes. But some people, they may take it personally.
Yeah.
Or they may not know. And it's understandable. It's via text. You don't see the emotions. You don't hear the tone. And I thought to myself, what I believe is people just want or need a good friend.
Yeah.
And
so let's define. I feel like we're about to go into, let's define that.
And that's where I thought of this, the topic. Being a good friend. Because I believe when you have a good friend, how are you supposed to feel?
Yes, consistently.
Right? How are you supposed to feel?
Mm-hmm.
How are you supposed to act? How are they supposed to act? Right? Is there a manual? Is there an instruction book?
Is there a standard?
Yeah, is there a standard? I don't know. I was mentioning this to Quinn the other day. I went to college, and I went to there's a college out here in California. It's a university, and it's part of the UC system. There's UCLA, the football team, University of California, Los Angeles. There's University of California, Cal Berkeley, the Bears. And then there's UC Davis, right? University of California, Davis. That's where I went. It's quite a challenging school to get into academically.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say. But see, I've always realized if you're good or great at sports, you can cut the line.
That's why some people go that route.
Yes, they do. And that's the route
some are
I
a
took.
lot. Yeah.
That's the route I took. And so I mentioned to her, I didn't read a book until I got to college.
And that is like, what?
And actually, I didn't even finish a book until after college.
And you were passing.
Yeah, and I was passing
and you got
English classes.
And you got into college.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was just funny. So I thought of myself, and I thought of it. How did I get by? Friends.
Good friends.
So that's what it is. So when you think of being a good friend, what comes to mind, Quinn?
Safe person, a safe space. Meaning, you don't feel judged. You rather feel accepted for who you are. However you're being, acting, saying, you feel accepted, that you can be yourself in that way.
Yeah.
And there's no judgment. So that's what I would imagine a good friend is. Someone who's a safe space for you.
See? And that's what you mentioned now.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Go back 5 years and 10 years. And what would yourself say at those points, at that point in time? And you're definitely correct, Alvita.
Okay.
That switch it up. Soundbite. Switch it up.
Oh, and the route, yeah. Alvita says, plus you should never take the same route every day. Alvita also says, a good friend being able to tell the hard truth.
I agree. But see, I wholeheartedly agree. Do you believe that the friend who is going to get the hard truth, should they hear the hard truth? Or do we need to wait for them to ask for permission to be able to share it with them? Right? Because I've seen where buddies give, buddies the hard truth, but they didn't ask for it.
Yeah, and sometimes it could come. Yeah, that's a really tricky one because.
So is it giving them the hard truth when they ask for it? When they ask for permission?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So, like you were saying, Quinn, that's your answer now, being a safe
What
space.
about before? Yeah.
What about 5 years ago, and what about 10 years ago? Let's go 10 years ago first.
I would say a good friend is someone who is always there for you.
The 10 years ago.
Yeah, like always there for you. Yeah, always there for you. And being able to like share with each other of what's going on, Yeah. Someone who's
being able
there.
to express and share and confide in each other.
Yes.
And there.
Being there.
No matter what.
Yeah.
It sounds like that one old show, Golden Girls. Thank you for being a friend.
I don't know it.
Yeah, I'll give you an example of. Do you know who Betty White is?
Yes.
She just passed away, I believe.
Yes.
This year or late last year.
Yeah.
Right, Snickers commercial, Caucasian woman, super funny. She was part of the Golden Girls. She was part of the Golden Girls. I believe it was in the 80s.
Yeah. Someone gave me a coloring book of the Golden Girls, and I felt bad because, I'm not really familiar with Golden Girls. But I have a full coloring book of the Golden Girls. So
don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
Yeah. Alvita says, here, let's highlight your comment here. If you give the hard truth and it's accepted, then they are a good friend as well because they respect your opinion.
Yeah. True. Good answer to that.
Yeah, at the end of the day, this is what I look for. Do people have the space that you were talking about earlier, to understand me deeper? Can I share my truths here?
And that's 10 years ago.
Oh, no. This is like me now.
Oh, now.
Oh, 10 years ago, it was more on about being there for each other, no matter what, and being available. To confide in one another.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Kind of similar, but I will tell you, friendship means something different for me today than back then.
Gotcha.
And
what about 5 years ago?
5 years ago, what was the year?
2016, 2017.
Okay, see, when you say that, I know where I was.
So somebody who was in the same business space, right? Right, were you with network marketing at that time?
Yes. I was kind of towards the end of it. And I was just starting my self-love journey in 2016. So that's why I'm able to remember.
Gotcha.
Yeah, 2016, 2017. Yeah, I was in the network marketing field and also in the beginning of my self-love journey. So that's when I was literally figuring out how to be my own best friend, because I was redefining what a really good friend is. And that's when I discovered, feel safe to be yourself. Because I was doing that for myself. So I was like I was going off by that when I met other people. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And of course, being on the same path as you.
Same path as who?
As me.
Oh.
The self-love journey. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes. Does that make sense? So I was just developing that realization about friendship. Because I was being my own friend.
There it goes.
Yes.
There it goes. There it goes.
And then today it's like solid. It's like, that is like, yeah.
I like it. I like it.
I can gauge and I'll know. Yeah.
So from now, 10 years ago. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Here goes 10 years ago.
Yes.
And here goes now. If you're reflecting on those 10 years.
Yeah.
How many people would you say fit that criteria of being a safe space? Or people you've come across that were a safe space? How about this? Is it more than 5? Or is it less than 5?
Less.
See? And that's okay.
Yes.
That's okay. You know, it falls into the category of quality over quantity.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Quality over quantity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See? And Alvita mentions has to do with maturity.
Yeah. I would say some call it hating when you tell them your opinion. It's always good to hear another point of view. Absolutely. I don't trust people. Yeah. And that makes total sense because how many times have we wanted to express a truth, right?
Yeah.
And then we get shut down or criticized or attacked for it or, like not being received well.
So, and that's a great point with the trust.
Yeah. Yes.
How would you say your trust has adjusted from 10 years ago till now?
So much, everyone. How about you? Huh?
On mic.
Yeah. But before we go into that, what is your definition of a good friend? What is a good friend to you? And has it changed from 10 years ago to now? Of how you view of what's a good friend?
See, I've always had this belief that I don't have friends. I have family. Right?
Oh,
it's always been the way that I view it and the way and my belief. Because friends, just come and go, or people come and go.
Yeah.
And when it comes to, being a friend or being there for people, I always look at my actions and how I behave and how I am with other individuals.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure there are a few out there who love to lend a hand, right? They enjoy, and it brings fulfillment when they're able to lend a hand, to be able to share time, with others or being there for them.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it seems that others don't reciprocate it.
Yeah.
I've always had the belief, and this is just what I practice, I do it just because it makes me feel good. I don't like to use the term never, but I'm just going to do it just because it makes me feel good. They say, don't expect anything in return, or, I don't even hear that in my head. I don't even
and why do you believe that is so? It sounds like really awesome, but like to actually feel like you can give just cause and not have this feeling of like you hope that they return back the favor, or you expect them to return the favor. I feel like there's more to that.
Say it one more time.
It sounds really nice to be able to give just to give and not expect anything in return, but to feel that,
Yeah.
Like what would you say is behind that? Like what has allowed you to be able to do that? I just know it's not Like, you know,
I'll
you snap a
give you-
finger and you can just feel that way.
I'll give you a real example, and I'll just use myself as the example because that's how it all started. Family, for many of us, is the most difficult challenge to iron out. The most frustrating people in this world could be our own family. Our mother, our pops, our brothers, our sisters, cousins. They could be the most difficult people to be around, to empathize with, and to understand. Why? Because they feel like they can tell you anything and they're being hypocrites. Right? Our family, perhaps, I'm just saying, like to tell you what should be done, how it's supposed to be, and at the same time, I'm just, throwing a scenario out there. Their own life isn't ideal as how they practice their own life and the way that they tell you how it should be, right? Basically, what they say doesn't match how they are in their own lives.
Yes.
In short.
Totally. Absolutely.
So for me, I made sure that because I'm the oldest of 4, I have 3 younger brothers, and I always heard it from my pops because he was the youngest out of his 3 brothers. And he always told me stories about how when he got picked on at school, his older brothers would come around and smash the little kids that picked on him. So I would hear these stories, and without him telling me directly, I formulated in my own head that I need to be there for my brothers as well. And knowing if you're the oldest, sometimes, maybe perhaps a lot of the times, it is a thankless position, right? Being the oldest, you're probably not going to get a lot of thank yous. You're probably not going to get a lot of words of affirmation. You're probably not going to get a lot of gifts because they're younger than you and they cannot afford anything, right? And you're probably not going to hear or have them do anything for you without you demanding it because they don't know any better. So all this that I'm just saying, it comes down to this right here. Being able to be there for my younger siblings and not having to have them ask me to do anything, but just being there for them whenever they needed anything and not hearing a thank you, not hearing a thank you, not having them do what I said or had asked them to do, or having them buy me anything, conditioned me to just do things and not expect anything in return because they didn't have the ability.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They did not have
a deeper share behind.
They did not have the
this
ability
way of giving.
to thank me because they did not have. They didn't know yet.
Yeah, they didn't know that. They just thought this is the norm. This is how it does.
Exactly.
Yeah, until they get older, like, oh, not a lot of people have this.
Exactly. And I believe it's very similar to when we get out into the real world. A lot of people, when you do things for them, they do not have the ability to thank you because
That's a great way to put it.
They have not grown to a certain level, to a certain consciousness of the better selves of themselves to be able to show appreciation.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's just us allowing people just to be them.
Yes.
What up, Fuel?
Long story short,
Who just,
long answer short. Hi, Fuel. Welcome to the challenge. I mean, the challenge. Because he said challenge. Welcome to the live. When we have a kava shot. We just took a kava shot.
Yes.
Let us know if you know what a kava shot or kava is. And yeah, what is your definition of a good friend? That's our topic tonight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, did it make sense?
Yes, absolutely. Like you grew up being that way, basically.
And I'll give you real world examples of friendships I have now. I don't ask my buddies for anything. Nada. What I do is whenever they need a hand or they need assistance, I'm normally right there.
Yeah.
I'm right there. Just because.
Yeah.
Just because. Because it makes me feel good.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And here's the other thing. Unless they ask, I'm not showing up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because here goes another part of it, us being a good friend. Being able to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Like I let my buddies know that, hey, if you need anything, you need to ask.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to be able to read your mind.
Mm-hmm.
And see, I communicate this to them.
Yes.
I'm not going to be able to read your mind.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of life going on in your life. You have kids, you're married, or you're divorced, and you have kids, or you have all the, life going on. I'm not going to be able to sift through that for you. So if you need help, you got to ask. You got to ask.
Does that apply to you?
The what?
If you need help, you got to ask.
I'm not going to ask.
See? Why does that not apply to you?
It does apply. It does apply.
It does apply.
Yeah, it does apply.
You just have a difficult time asking if you do need help.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay, so you don't. Okay.
No.
You just said I'm not going to ask for help.
No, I said if I need help,
yes,
you're going to know.
Okay.
You're going to know.
Because you're going to communicate that.
Alvita, not yet. I need to take 4 pineapple kava shots. And then my head does this. For some reason, 3 more shots in, I'm able to access something. Like push past my skull and like get in there with my imaginary hands to
Okay, computer functioning programmer. You said, okay, if you need help, people are going to know.
Yeah.
Because you communicate to them.
I'm very direct.
Okay, you just get direct and you let people know.
Yes.
That you need help with this.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Okay. All right. Very cool. So a good friend to you is someone who is able to be there.
No.
And help.
Not at all. You know what a good friend is to me?
Okay. Yes. You're refined. You
This
shared a lot of stories.
This is it in short.
Yes.
Just be yourself. That's it. You know, you're not perfect. I'm not perfect. But one thing that I do enjoy is seeing the differences and seeing how stale we can be, seeing how boring we can be, seeing how angry people get. You know, everyone does all these things, and I laugh because it's just funny. You know, I'm the chill one, you know, when it comes to any setting. But I'm also the one that gets the excitement going, the enthusiasm.
Yes. So how is that?
Kava thoughts.
Kava thoughts. Yes, a book of one-liners. Facts. Okay, so you're saying a good friend to you is someone where you can be yourself with. Just be you.
No.
Okay, can you refine it again? You just said be yourself. You just said be yourself.
Yeah.
So a good friend is being can you connect that, please? What is a good friend to you? You haven't think about this one, huh?
No, it's just
you shared a lot of stories, and then just like, let's refine it. What is a good friend to you? Someone who
takes care of them.
Okay.
You know, they're just them. That's it. That's it.
Okay, so someone who takes care of themselves.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like we get together, and there isn't a need between two people.
I love that.
You see?
I love that.
We're able to choose to share the time without having a motive, an ulterior idea, or to get something from each other.
Yeah. I love that.
That's what a good friend is.
I love that.
You know? And if you choose to ask for help, then hopefully the other party, they may not have the means, or they could do their best.
Yeah.
Or they can communicate what their situation is.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Yeah.
That's what a good friend is to me. Just someone who doesn't need me. That's a good friend.
That's deep.
You see?
Hashtag deep. Because like underneath that, there's like growth underneath that. Because to be able to be and enjoy one another, it means that you have taken care of your needs. So, see, and this is where I view friendship differently from 10 years ago to now, because it was a lot of venting, complaining to each other. And yeah, you feel supportive because you're like, yeah, we're in pain. Yeah, fuck that guy. Yeah, fuck that guy too. You know, for an example, right?
Yeah.
Versus being able to meet up with someone, you have taken care of whatever it is that you needed. So you don't need to vent when you meet up with them. You don't need to vent because you took care of that. Because if you're venting, there's a pain in your life, and perhaps you haven't taken care of it yet. That's why you need to vent, because it just fucking sucks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what would friendship look like if you took care of your own needs prior to hanging out with each other? What does that open up to?
Well,
and it could be a block from getting to know someone, right? Because you're there to vent, and they're listening, and two people are not really getting to know each other. Except on the other side, they're getting to know about your pains.
I see it all the time.
About your struggles, and then that might get old.
Yeah.
That might get old, where one person is always venting and the other person's just listening, giving encouragement, helping as much as they can. Yeah.
There you go. Mm-hmm. And so, Avita, you ever people watch? Yes. Yeah. Sit and watch people and guess what they talk? Yep.
Yes.
Basically, what do they say? Ad lib. Just do the conversation for them.
Yeah. Alvida being able to open up and share basically what Pineapple said. No shield up. So being able to be open. Yeah.
See, and I agree. Genders are different. See, that part where you said you don't have to say anything and you guys could just chill.
Yeah.
Because maybe guys, they just need the quality time, right? Just being there, that's enough. Whereas perhaps I'm just saying, maybe women, they need to connect and talk and express, because that's one way that they feel appreciated, right? It goes along the lines of the love language.
Words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation, right?
I think women need wine and 5 8 girlfriends that all agree.
Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty
community. That's what I'm hearing through that.
Yes.
Community.
Yes. Community.
And why do you believe, men can just quality time is enough for them? Do you feel like it's because they're not used to communicating? I believe everyone needs to express themselves.
Yeah, but verbally, it doesn't have to. That's not the only way to express. People do it through art. People do it through music.
Yes.
So
that's
people
what I'm saying.
Acting.
That's what I'm saying. So like, why is it that men?
It's not all men.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said this.
Yeah. We're just agreeing on that one slice of men.
It's one slice of men,
right? Because there's baby men, and then there's girly men.
Yes.
Right?
Elvita says, "Yeah, I watched Sex in the City, Community." Yes, yeah.
Yeah, those two movies were pretty good.
I only watched the first one, I think. The movie, right? Not the show, but the movie.
So there's a buddy of mine, right? We went to see the first one, and the first one was a good mix, right? The second one is a buddy of mine is a guy. We went to see the second one.
Love that.
And we came late.
Sex in the City.
We came late to the movie, and we're walking in, and this is before they had the assigned seating. Because back then,
you just go
and take whatever seat.
Yeah.
We walk in, and me and him look at each other, and we're like, "Damn,
you guys are the only males."
We were the only guys.
I love it. I love that you guys are just like, "Hey, we can come and see this too." Hey, ladies, what's up? Yeah.
I was like, Carlos, the seat's over there on the left side.
Let's just be on the side.
There.
First of all, I love that y'all were down to go see a chick flick. I didn't even go see the second one. I just saw the first one.
Wow.
Yeah.
You were probably single when you seen the first one. The second one, you were probably with somebody and they didn't want to go see the movie.
No, that's actually false.
Okay, well, it was a good shot.
False.
And with that said, we have hit the one
already. Oh my god!
Yeah,
I feel like we're just getting started with that topic. Damn. Maybe part 2 tomorrow.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. So there you go. Friendships, friends, good friends. What's a good friend to us? And see, as long as we know that for ourselves, we can now have like a navigation when we meet people.
There you go.
Would you say?
There you go.
Because if you don't see that aligns with that, then you know, oh, this is not going to be a good friend to me. Maybe a good friend to somebody else, but not for me in my life.
You're right, Elvie.
1 hour with no commercials, no breaks. Except for when we drink kava.
If there was a...
That's the ad. The kava shots is ad time. Kava ad time. Oh, maybe we should add that. Guess what, everybody? It's kava ad time. And then we do our spiel. And then we drink.
Exactly. And we get into the Kava-sation.
Yes. After the morning talk shows, right? It's about the evening shows. Kava-sation. Yeah.
Great having you having your vibes, Elvita.
Yes. Shout out to anyone who came on as well, whether you said something or not. And to Fuel.
Who jumped in. Good to see you.
Yeah,
good to see you and sharing the vibes.
Yeah.
That's the quick win for the win. I'm the pineapple. Keep spreading your love. Keep spreading your good vibes.
We'll be back here tomorrow.
Spreading those wonderful smiles that you have. Stay magical, everyone. See you later, Alvita.
All right. Good night. Enjoy your chicken.
Yes.